Dharma talks about both contextual aspects and universal aspects. I'll tell you what contextual means. For example, if you have been to India in temples, most of the South Indian temples, the priest who does the actual puja in the temple won't wear an upper garment. In fact, that person is not even supposed to wear a stitched garment. It is there for a purpose, you see. But if you go to Badrinath, if somebody has to do puja without any shred of a cloth above the waist, that person won't survive even one day there. So there is something called a contextual dharma, where the dharma says, depending on the climatic condition, the local culture, it's called deshachara, it is called, wherever you are, you have something contextual. And there are something universal, you see. And the dharma has these two aspects, and the beauty with our rishis is they very beautifully separated these two. For example, there is a very famous dharma saying that if somebody punches you on the left shoulder, you show your right shoulder, okay. If you have such type of a dharma, is this a universal dharma? Suppose your child is being attacked by a person, would you ask the child to turn over and say, show your right shoulder? You won't. But if you are a sannyasi, if somebody hits on your left shoulder, you are supposed to show your right shoulder. It is called sadhu dharma. And dharma is contextual depending on which phase of life I am in and which occupation I do. If I am a person who is supposed to be studying, it's not an accident that even English people call it Bachelor of Arts. Brahmacharyam is required when you have to actually have the arts. And once you become a master of something, then you go and raise a family and all that stuff. And learning is a lifelong process. I'm not trying to deny that, but fundamental learning has to happen when you are totally passionate about learning. So like that, when you are a student, what are the rules you have to follow, which is conducive to our purpose of being a student? And when you are a family man, there are a set of rules, which is very conducive to a family life. So dharma is very contextual, which is the reason why it is eternal. Yeah, I can't put a one size fit all with everybody, then it won't become practical. Then I have to twist dharma to make it practical for me. Rishi said, you don't have to twist anything. I have given you a practical dharma. Depending on which stage of life we are in and which occupation we follow, dharma is different. If you are a person who is learning Vedas, you are not supposed to do himsa at all. But if you are a warrior protecting the borders, then you practice himsa when required to protect ahimsa of the land. You see? So, absolute pacifism or absolute warmongering, there is no absolutes there in dharma. We are not pacifists, but we are peace loving.